Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. So before I get into this content, let me tell you how this week gonna go. So I'm gonna do, y'all know Monday and Tuesday is my video days, including Sunday sermon. In the future, in the near future, we're gonna be doing more videos. Like once I relocate, we're gonna be doing more videos. And they're gonna be in the car until I get situated. And get, I got some ideas. I've been kind of brainstorming how I want my little studio to look, y'all. Cause we moving up. We moving up in the world. That's a lot of what I'm gonna focus on today. A lot of what I'm gonna focus on today is the attitude that we need to have, in regards to when we have past failure, when we have relationship failure, whether it's job failure, whatever the failure is, we gonna talk about that. I'm gonna give you, man, what is that? Man, my face be looking bumpy now. It's still clear, but so we're gonna talk about this stuff today. Let me say something like kind of off subject, because I'm gonna actually talk about this tomorrow. In fact, let me write it down, because I said I was gonna talk about this, but I'm not seeing it on my paper. All right, I got it. So this how it's gonna go, right? I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 video right out the gate before I even start, before I even do anything. I'm gonna get all my videos taken care of. And y'all know me, I'm gonna be responding to the comments. Let me get mirror check. Mirror/camera check. All right, we ready, I think. Wait, hold on. It's cold out here, y'all. So we're going to kind of focus on that. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to do a live tomorrow. I'm going to do a live. It's probably going to be like around, I would say, maybe 7 o'clock my time, which is Central Standard Time. And it's going to be a Q&A, and I'm going to kind of review all the things I'm about to talk about today. Now, remember, every time I go live, I even allow people to interrupt me sometimes. If you got questions and I see the questions, I'm going to answer. And y'all know what? Because I don't make y'all or ask y'all to super chat, and that's the only way I read y'all stuff, y'all should be super chatting me after I read your stuff sometime. I mean, you should. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just saying, if you got it, knowing how these other content creators be doing, y'all, take that into consideration. Because trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you. Y'all can say what y'all want about me, talking about jagging and anything else that you don't like or understand that I say. But one thing you're not going to be able to say, if I live long enough, is that I didn't do anything to help anybody. I help people all the time more than they help me. And a lot of people be ungrateful. But I said in 2025, I'm going to be 50. I'm going to be 51 later this year. That little making sacrifice for everybody else, I don't trust that no more. That's not how it's going to be. Because I noticed people don't be making no sacrifices for me. A lot of what I do, I've been doing it. I've been preaching. Been preaching forever. Like 20-something years, 25 years? Actually, more than that. So the first video I want to talk about is And we also gonna do a live Friday night fun. We gonna start. I'm not gonna do it every Friday until I move. When I move, I'm gonna do it every Friday. Friday night fun. But on this one, I want to talk about, sometimes it's just smart to quit. I notice that people always critique me in my face or behind my back when I quit. And I realize that some guys is military, they train you up to handle adversity and continue to deal with adversity and stuff like that. I understand all that. I understand that some of y'all got Southern parents where the father and mother would fight like cats and dogs and they'll still be together, whether it's to save face or whether it's they just don't want to leave. And I understand all the other dynamics that's going on in the world, but sometimes it's just smart to quit. I was thinking about one day, all the time I quit jobs, and I was like, okay, which ones should I have not quit? And I was adding it up, and I was like comparing the numbers. And it was only like maybe 2 that I jumped the gun that I shouldn't have quit. And then it kind of affected my household, but I always bounce back. All the rest, what's the alternative? Because here's the thing with me. You not finna take no part of my manhood. If you want to know, and I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm the truth, man. If you want to know how a real man moves, watch me. I don't put up with no stuff from nobody. You're not supposed to. Now you got to be wise in how you react. But you're not supposed to, man, that is a sin. And it's not just me talking. The Bible teaches that. You create, like some situations, you make it an idol. Like you can make your job an idol. You can make your spouse an idol. You can make your kids an idol, because it's a thin line between them being an idol and not being an idol. And the thin line consists and is determined by how you view them, how you like far as this type of stuff, whether or not you willing to quit. Do you love this or that person or this team or this athlete or this celebrity more than you love the Most High? That kind of stuff. You can turn somebody into an idol or a job or something into an idol real quick. Like, for instance, if you know you hate it, but you won't leave it alone. If you know you don't like it at all, but you still... Now, there are some exceptions. Let me put the exceptions out there before y'all start making rash moves. And I'm going to talk about the job thing. But one of the reasons, like when I think about everything and everybody that I stopped dealing with, that I quit, it was always the same stuff. I swear to you. The Most High hear me talking, he know I'm telling the truth. It's always the same stuff. You disrespectful. You talking crazy like you can whoop me and I know you can't. You got a double standard. You micromanaging the things I say and do. It's always the same stuff. And what's crazy is I'm about to be divorced for the same stuff that I was quitting them jobs over. And so I was thinking about it this morning. I said, I'm going to continue to be the same way until I die. I'm not going to change because I don't need to change in that area. I'm going by what I read in the scripture, what I read in the books related to the scripture, that's associated with the scripture, what I read in regards to other things, and what I know from my own personal experiences. I noticed that the people who don't quit nothing, they not real wise. Because guess what happens, what I see happening to a lot of them. And unfortunately, the same thing with my father. Your life be shortened. Like, my blood pressure is low. If it's high, I know it's an error or it's going to go back down. Something is just bothering me. When I got in a car accident, my blood pressure shot up to 164. And they was like, oh, it'll go back down. It's just probably the stress. Then when I got to the clinic, 118. This is a 290 some. I was, when they weighed me at the clinic, I was 299 pounds with a 118 blood pressure. And you know why? Because I know when it's time to quit. I remember one day when I was working at the facility with the youth, the second time around. I've been lifting weights. I've been taking supplements. I went in there. I was calm. I was mellow like always. Them dudes got the kicking they doors and talking slick to me and talking about how, and one thing I had to learn is when people threaten to get me fired, I learned how to respond to that stuff. Because at first, like, my response was, how dare this dude think that I care about that job this much? But I noticed that they was doing it to get under my skin, so I started doing stuff like a fake cry. Oh, I'm gonna get you fired from the job. I'd be like, please don't do that. Or I'll put my hands up like this and say, go ahead. I ain't scared to lose this job. And they'll be telling the supervisor, they'll look at the clock. Yep, it's such and such time. I'm gonna tell the supervisor. I said, man, listen, I'm a man first. I'm a warrior in my blood. I come from a line of warriors. That little fake ancestry.com, I ain't gonna even say nothing. But my research, I come from a line of warriors on both sides of my family. My mother's side and my father's side, warriors. So it's in my blood to know how to battle. So sometimes you just got to quit. Sometimes you just got to walk away. Sometimes you got to be like, look, what's the benefit of me staying here? What's the benefit of me staying with this person? I want to say this because I know sometimes my kids be watching. Don't ever let nobody put in your head that I left you and that I would even think to leave you. I'm a man, though. I'm a man. I'm not going to jail intentionally. I got to do what I got to do to move up for you. All them little games, I'm finna play no games. I can honestly say this. I don't believe there was ever her intention for us to get divorced. I believe it was her intention to do whatever mind game and play that would give her the control that she wanted. But if anybody should have knew me, it was her. You know I quit. If anybody should have knew that, it's you. She should have knew this. And you don't play with me. You know I don't play. If I can't fight or shoot or do something, I'm just going to remove myself You know that. This is crazy, man. You can't break me down and make me like nobody in your family or nobody you know. I'm me. If anybody that know me know, you not finna change him. He gonna change. He's a researcher. This is what people will say that know me. He's gonna research, and if he see that the change benefits him, then he's gonna do it. People be like, and I'm talking about this tomorrow with preachers. When I see I can't keep it real with you without you looking at me different, I'll be done. I might still talk to you. I might still even deal with you, but we not going to be there. And once I see that I can't be myself around you and you just want to, like, you got to understand that no matter what I do or say, I'm still a prophet for the Most High. If you can't understand that, I don't need to deal with you. That's just how I look at it. I'm this way for a reason. I tell y'all all the time what the reasons are. And guys be backing up. They don't want to deal with that side of me. They only want to deal with this part. No, you can't just deal with that part. The fun me. You got to deal with the intellectual me, the philosophical me, the preacher me. People try to grab what they want. You ain't finna minimize me. You say people will say you a hypocrite behind your back. Show me where I'm a hypocrite. You don't know what that word means. Show me where I'm a hypocrite, where I'm not the person who I say I am. Because I admit that I have sexual desire and I talk about it. The minute I see you, I'll be waiting for people to say stuff and I'll be done with it. All that two-faced stuff, I'll be done with them. Listen, sometimes it's smart to quit. I'm going to talk about this too, probably next. Don't ever let your relatives or people you grew up with or your co-workers from the past or anything determine who you are or who you want to be. If you need to change, then you change and you don't let them hold you back. And now I see people be like, oh, this person stuck up. This person there. Oh, he think he better than us now. I see now that that's not rarely ever the case. When people level up, they know that you ain't high enough. You didn't come up there with them. So if they try to bring you with them, you just gonna bring them back down. My relatives try to talk to me like I'm not who I am. You're not finna change who I am. And they know what to say when I'm around because they'll get cooked. So because, oh, he ain't supposed to be doing it. He ain't supposed to be doing that. When did you become an expert? Because let's be honest, I see you in action. You never pray. This is what y'all do, man. This is what I want y'all to do. Y'all people who know you spiritual, but yet your relatives try to treat you like you ain't. Give the Thanksgiving prayer to them, and when they don't pray right, critique them. And if they get mad, tell them like this, man, you do it all the time. You do it to me all the time. You think I don't know what you be saying? Man, he look just like the world. How is being saved, being righteous a look? Show me the look. Because, hey, is T.D. Jakes, do he look like it? Do Marvin Sapp look like it? Joel Osteen? Paula White? They got the look down, don't they? Is that the look? Man, get the I'm finna try not to do it today. I'm gonna try not to do it today. Sometimes it just feels good to cuss and to cuss people out. I'm the truth, man. I'm gonna tell you, I'm dealing truth pills. I'm a big time truth dealer. So I got 4 main reasons why sometimes it's just smart to quit, and I'm gonna elaborate on these, then we're gonna go to the next video. Number 1, it can ruin your health, mental and physical. I saw a stat where the average person only lived 11 years after they retired from their job. So they retire at 67 and they only live to 78. So basically you gave your whole life to the job, and you only live 11 years. I look at stuff like that. I know a guy that only lived two years after he retired. And the sad part about it is he had an autistic son. Think of how many people have taken their own life over depression strongly related to their employment. You see what I'm talking about when I say sometimes it's smart to quit. People be letting people put pressure on, man, you can't quit that job. We got bills. And then he just gets so tired of it, or she just gets so tired of it that they whack theyself. Like, if I gotta do this, I don't want to live no more. If I gotta be in this relationship, I don't want to live no more. Do y'all see what I'm getting at? It should not be. You gotta know when to let go. Because people around you, they scary. They walk on eggshells. They'll work a job they hate and complain about that job for 15, 20 years. Going to the casino, playing the lottery. Man, if I could just win. But the negative energy that's on them because they won't quit that job is going to keep them from winning the lottery. Because they care about some image, or they want to uphold. Anybody, dude. If you hate your job, man, you gotta know yourself. You gotta figure out, what else can I do? And yes, it's smart most of the time to just slowly work your way into that other thing. Some people can hate their job or not like their coworkers, but if they leave you alone, if they don't really talk to you, so what if they don't talk to you? That's fine, long as they're not picking on you or trying to set you up where it could be physically or mentally dangerous for you. That's fine. But when they micromanaging you and you know it, if you're not gonna quit, you gotta confront them. But sometimes it's smart to quit. You gotta tell people, like, look, man, I don't be doing nothing to you. What problem do you have with me? How can we settle this? Or you trying to fight? No, we don't even gotta fight. I'm trying to figure out how to settle it. I got things I want to accomplish in life, and I feel like you standing in the way because you got a problem with me. So I want to solve it. Sometimes you got to come at people like that. These people will be trying to bring their problems to work, and they'll abuse their authority and make other people miserable because they miserable. I ain't trying to hear nobody that's on dope that been on their job 30 years. You coping with that job by smoking dope. Sometimes it's just smart to quit. Number 2, lack of things such as respect can be destructive to one's well-being. When people start disrespecting you, you got to look at it like, and that's why I say, nobody should be working one job if it's not making you rich. Everybody in the sound of my voice should be aiming to be rich. Peace is important. So don't misconstrue what I say. But money is too. So you got to find a way to get peace and money. If you hate your job and your job just on some bull crap, then you should start trying to figure out what else you're going to do. If you choose to stay there, then you get old and you're like, man, I should have quit that job. I should have started that hot dog stand. I should have sold my barbecue or whatever has been on your mind. It's going to eat away at you and you ain't going to last. See, stress will get in your organs. And you know what the remedy for stress is? Peace. So even if let's say you decide to move on, now you have peace, but you having financial burdens. That peace is going to offset them financial burdens. And guess what's going to happen? This is what happens a lot. But you do have to know when to make this move. Eventually something gives and you get what you need. I was let a job I didn't like. I ain't gonna say which one. And I was like, okay. What I used to always do is I'll look at the person that's been there the longest. And I'll try to gauge like how I don't know. I'll pocket watch it. I'll be like, okay, how rich is this guy? Sometimes you can't tell. But I was like, that ain't rich enough. So I'll be like, what level can I get at if I choose to put up with their garbage? And then I look at my old job. Man, these people ain't getting rich. They might get approved for a car. Some of them might get approved for a house. But when I look at my jobs, my old job, they not getting rich. Ain't none of them getting rich. I could just, you could tell. When people got money like that, they have a certain aura. I know the aura. I ain't seen too many people with it. Couple. Not too many. So you got to understand that lack of things such as respect can be destructive to one's well-being. Number 3, because it creates negative energy that repels the Most High and His universe. Y'all got to realize, you can say oh, that's magic. Oh, that's black magic. Oh, he believe in witchcraft. That's not witchcraft. That's the Most High's creation. He said everything, look at everything around you. Trees, grass, plants. Almost everything requires growth. But it usually grows after the combination of the water and the sun. What do I mean by this? You need both. You need that heat, but you need that water. You ever notice that rainwater is almost always cold? Think about Icy Hot. Icy Hot work, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Whoever created that, oh yeah. It applies, it kind of fluctuates between hot and cold. That's how your life has to be for growth. You can't walk on eggshells. Because this is how the Most High set up life. Because he likes to see us like him, making decisions. Bouncing back from your bad decisions. Making good decisions. He likes to see that when he looks at us. One thing he don't like, you don't believe me, look at the parable of the 10 talents. It's when a person makes decisions based on fear. You decide to stay there because of fear. You decide to stay with that person because of fear. Fear you ain't gonna find nobody else. Fear they gonna take too much from you. I was just talking to a dude about this yesterday, and he was talking about how a lot of guys from our old job that we worked together at would not admit that they was married. That he was finding out that they was married because they was trying to use him as the wingman. So guys are trying to, man, I'm not finna give her my house. So you live with a woman that you can't stand or you don't get along with. Maybe it's like you. It's not that you can't stand her. Y'all just don't get along and y'all don't see eye to eye. That's more my situation. It's not that I can't stand her. Now some of her attitudes and stuff like that will get on my nerve just like mine and get on hers. Trying to be tough in the wrong times, all type of stuff. You know what I mean? But everybody likes her. I told her one time I didn't like her, but I was kind of mad. Because I get angry every time I think about how her choice is breaking the family up. Not me. Because I said, you know what? We ain't got to be together. Let's just move to Arizona. We can get a side by side. And I could be around the kids. I ain't moving to Arizona. Facts. Nothing left out. So let me get this straight. Because I'm not the simp that don't understand. I got wisdom now. You want me off the lease, all this other stuff. So what do? I say, fine, I'll get off the lease as long as I don't got to pay none of the rent. None of it. I ain't trying to hear nobody. I'm not trying to hear this government that's not based on God. Now, they outnumber me. And they gonna get their way. But is it fair to try to make me pay some rent on a lease that somebody wanted me off of? Is that fair? See, people be talking like they so saved and spiritual. But they really be disingenuous and unreasonable. I'm real about mine. I tell y'all, look, I say if you keep pushing my button, I'm gonna say stuff that I don't want to say. I mean it, but it ain't always the true feeling. So I don't say I didn't really mean it. No, I meant it. It's just that's how I was at the time you was picking. So, dude, trust me, man. It's sometimes better to be by yourself, man. When people don't believe in you, when people not helping you, when they not supporting you, when they don't have the proper view of you, you got to know when to leave them behind, man. The same thing with jobs. Believe it or not, as much as we like sports, sometimes I took the attitude with my Wisconsin teams. Like the Brewers, for instance. Man, the Brewers done let me down so many times, man. I still believe. I be telling people, man, they got it. They finna get it. The Brewers gonna get it before the Packers or the Bucks do. And I still believe that. But it's starting to wane because they keep letting me down. They get to the wild card. Dudes doing them like this. They body laying like this. Hitting on. Hitting. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Dude, I got it. They bodies be like this. You saw how Aaron Judge just did them? They be like that. And they'll stay like this watching the ball go out of the park. Then they'll start running. I'm tired of that, man. Strike somebody out, man. Now, they just did it to the Reds. But y'all get what I'm getting at, man. Even teams like, man, sometimes you just need to start running with a different team. Like if the Bucks trade Giannis, you better get some stuff back where I'll be like, okay. And it's not many. You gonna get Jokic? You gonna trade Giannis for Nikola Jokic? And Jamal Murray? Okay, I could work with that. Michael Porter? Love Michael Porter. Dude got game, man. Like, and it's smooth too. He remind me of Jason Tatum. I believe you put Michael Porter on the right team, he gonna become Jason Tatum or better. Some people might not agree with me. Michael Porter he just got it, man. Smooth, like he be moving like. So you gonna give me Jokic and Michael Porter? Okay, I can work with that. They think they gonna give us a first round pick when they paint his nails and soft, but he good in college. The devil is a liar. Nah, man, if you gonna take Giannis or y'all gonna give up Giannis, y'all giving me up as a fan if you don't get something back where we can go to a higher level. See, when you make trades, you don't make trades just for the sake of doing it unless that player just refusing to play for you. If he want to play for you, then what you do is, if he a superstar, you go to him. So what player do you think will help us get to the next level? Because they be knowing the dudes they go against. He said Dame, and Dame is good. Dame has helped us, but Dame has started to get injured. He wasn't really getting injured like that in Portland that I can remember. So Dame, yep. Need one more. What's one more player? And Kuzma been good. The Porter, Kevin Porter Jr., that was good, a good addition. They need one more player. And most of them dudes are not. I would say I wouldn't want to give up. I want to try to do it with Brook. But I would give up Brook for the right person. Shockingly, Y'all be, yeah, Joel Embiid be getting hurt. But sometimes I wonder, is he hurt or he just tired of losing? I'll take Joel Embiid for Brook. And a couple more pieces. I do that. When Bobby come back, give him Bobby and Brook. Get Joel Embiid. Move the other young dude, Sterling. He long, the dude we got from New York. And play him. Number 4, because staying where you're not wanted secretly destroys your self-esteem. Unless you know Matrix. Regardless of the decision that I make, I'm not finna let no person destroy my self-esteem. Cause my mind is conditioned to the point where people do and say things that can be destructive to self-esteem. I'm already looking at them different. So they're not going to be able to have that kind of effect. I'm already looking at them different. But it can, though. So think about these things, man. And look at the situation in your life and look at both sides. You know, if you decide to quit your job, that you gon' sometimes eggshells can benefit you, sometimes they won't. If your blood pressure is high or you having health problems, don't die for no job. Don't die for no relationship. A lot of dudes got nagged to death. They wife's behavior and they holding it in. It just messed them up. You can't tell me I don't know. I ain't gonna say how I know. I know people. Let's just say. I know what I'm talking about. Ain't nothing about no woman. I don't care if her stuff is 100 degrees, it's super wet, soppy, making all type of noise. You know them noises, that be doing something to the soul when you having sex and you can hear it. The moans and groans of a woman, I don't give a F about none of that. I'm going to go by how we get along, how she acts. Because but let me tell you something. And I know y'all can't handle it, but I'm going to tell you the truth anyway. You ever notice, anybody that watch porn and Jack knows this. Some of them, like it's been some time where I'll be like, oh, and then you practically catch a crap because it just, because the image you attracted to whatever that person, however that person look or doing, that's strong. And then others is just like a little bit in the tissue. Don't come over here if you can't handle the truth. Don't deal with me if you can't. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want nothing to do with you. If you gonna look at me different, then talk about how people is fake. You fake. You looking at me different because I'm keeping it real and I ain't hiding nothing from you. I don't want you around. I don't want nothing to do. Unsub. Who cares? I'm just telling you how it be. But my greatest nut ain't gonna turn me into a simp. Not gonna happen. Dudes be like, man, she got some good head though. And she don't even want him. She just doing it because he be paying bills. Secretly, your self-esteem is going down. Because I guarantee you, this person is saying stuff to you and then doing stuff to you that shows she ain't down with you like that. You struggle and she don't do nothing to help you. She not down with you like that. If she was, she would have helped you. She wouldn't have just criticized you. Sometimes you gotta quit, man. Like I'm finna quit this video. Hey man, I've mastered the art of doing this.